seems like we're having connection issues left and right today. But we're going to keep trying. We'll never give up, and we'll only sometimes surrender. Another Heart of Kieran for when the first one potentially dies. Doesn't say we're dropping any frames, so I don't know why we've DC'd yet. That wasn't a bad draw. I think we're going to attack here. We technically attack harder than him. And we have like this murder boat that really changes races. We have a Hazard that can come down next turn, crew to heart. We have a lot of juju. Alright, so they're attacking us down to 10. We're attacking them for 4, 5, 6, 7, down to 9 with a Hazard. I believe we're just supposed to keep going here. We had an untapped land. It's going to be really hard for them to keep up with us, I think. I believe we can still slow down and apply the brakes if we need to. We attack for 10 pretty easily next turn. As long as he doesn't have Fatal Push or Vraska's Contempt. I can't see how this goes too badly for us. He's holding back a Dread Wanderer. Untapped land lets us go a little crazy here. Wow. 4 drops in the mono black aggro deck. I didn't expect that. That I did not expect. Interesting. So, I believe we will play this. I don't think we missed lethal. Crew this. So 4, can make him trade that. 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we kill this and attack with them all, he has to block this here. And he's still going to take enough that he dies on our upkeep. Unless he has something. So we know he has to block here, which is fine. So I don't think he can attack us for 11. Yeah, we're still not dropping frames. I know how he died. So that worked out pretty well. Alright, so they're playing mono black aggro, which makes me think that they're probably on the vehicle package. So that makes me think that I want these releaser gremlins here. I kind of want this Everspear Harvester, I kind of want this, and I believe I want the Magma Sprays. Hey! Not me. What's up, man? I believe I want to get rid of some of the slower cards. I think Glorybringer is powerful, and I might bring it into play, but I don't think I want it in on the draw. I'm actually kind of curious about the cast out. It cleanly answers Scarabs and can answer both Harvesters. Hey JJ, there's like a lot of vehicle decks in the format now, and like being able to kill. I mean, like you can see this deck. We've got Beaumont Couriers, Heart, Scrap Heaps, Everspear Harvesters. The mono black decks have Hearts, Harvesters, Scrap Heaps. The even the like black green snake decks have Verdus Gearhulks and Harvesters. There's just quite a lot of like ambient artifacts in the format in general right now. Not a giant fan of it, especially when we already have braids, but I do believe there's enough. Anyway, back to sideboarding. I typically think on the draw that I'm going to take out these things that don't block. I think we're going to try to be the defensive deck on the draw and just win the game with like our Heart of Kirans and our 2-for-1 cards. As crazy as this, I almost want to sideboard out Unlicensed Disintegration here, but that about has to be wrong. Yeah, that feels like that has to be wrong. I'm just going to take out one of the Heart of Kirans. We're paired versus Mono Black Aggro today, Ricky. Sorry, I didn't see your message, bub. I was too busy stumbling through the explanation for Release the Gremlins. Well, we're certainly not keeping this hand, but our opponent mulliganed as well. This hand's fine. Did I take out an Unlicensed? I didn't take out an Unlicensed. Alright, we'll keep this hand. I did not take out Unlicensed. Did I misspeak? I'm going to put a Harvester, or sorry, a Hazard on the bottom. I don't know why I said Harvester. Alright, so opponent Brick City. I think I'm just actually, if he's starting like that, I'm just going to play this one instead of Beaumont Courier. I don't care if those trade. I'm fine with that. I'm going to play this one and the Beaumont and offer him to trade. I like getting this off the table. Rip. Played Friday Night Magic last night. First time. Went 3-2, 2-pack. Carnage Tyrant. Nice, man. Which build of red deck wins did you play? Did you play like the smaller build, or did you play the one that had Lannery and oh wow. Huh. That was sweet. Didn't expect that. Did you play the smaller build or the one with like Lannery and Glorybringer? So you can't attack this turn. But you can. So you can crew the Harvester while leaving up the Unlicensed Disintegration. And then the next turn we can drop Hazadaddy. And do Hazadaddy things. I did play the Toolcraft on one. Yeah, so he's got a Fatal Push for that dude. And I'm not going to use Unlicensed Disintegration until his next turn because I don't want him to be able to just Fatal Push the Harvester. This feels like a decent matchup. He's had a bad draw too. He didn't attack with the bow or the dread, so I guess he wants to block? That's fine. If he wants to block, it takes his entire next turn. He has to have a land to even be able to block. So like just blocking, he can't buy this back unless he can get 2 cards out of his hand. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and throw 2 damage at him and attack for 5. Pretty quick clock this way. He's probably setting on something like a Vraska's Contempt, though. Yep, setting on a Vraska's Contempt. Must have already F6 that trigger or something. This is a 3-turn clock, and it's not super easy for him to deal with. He wasn't playing lands, though, so... Rip. Well, he saw my planes. Looking for Beaumont in all the right places. By the way, what's up, Matt? The moment we're wishing we didn't put Hazard on the bottom. Giante! It's Giante. Alright, so any unlicensed disintegration wins from here. That's not an unlicensed disintegration. Our opponent sideboarded in a manner different than what I would have expected. Let's just leave it at that. In a manner different than what I would have expected. Good Deadlands to Beaumont. Interesting. Kinda don't want to attack with the Harvester. Feel like he just has unlicensed disintegration. Feel like we can just do better. Alright, so he had a removal spell, and apparently I was wrong, unless he has Vraska's Contempt. Whee! I'm discarding my card. I don't know why, because it's fun. Maybe I shouldn't have played around that, who knows. He is holding his mana up, though. I definitely shouldn't have discarded my land. That was just stupid. That was just having fun, and it's actually bad because if I draw a Hazard, I can't use the Hazard and sack it on the same turn, and discard on the same turn. So like, it was more than just playing bad, or it was more than just a mistake. It was an actively bad play. But I believe that he's like representing Contempt pretty hard here. Yeah, well, at least we can go up the chain. So, like, if he does have Contempt, he's going to get our Heart of Kieran, and then we get a chance for the other one. Oh, you played what you had lying around? Alright, cool. I was now starting to draw a lot of lands. Draw Pia and activate them all? That could be fun, right? You have 2 Pias in the deck. Release the gremlins. He's got one card in hand. I think we're going to go for it. Just kill one of them. Alright, so we'll crew this thing. And then we'll crew this thing. Because even if he does have the Vraska's Contempt, this plays into Fatal Push, but like if he has the Vraska's Contempt to kill this, we have more things that can that can activate the Harvester to attack for lethal next turn. Like even Beaumonts can activate this thing. We only got 2 turns to get there though. Because he can kill our one dude and then he's got like this thing to buy back so he can deal 6 damage next turn. So any creature wins over 2 turns. Well, that's not a creature. Yeah, so it looks like we got one more turn. Looks like we made the right play, though. What do we got? And that's aggravating. I don't think we made any mistakes there. Alright, so on the play, what do we want? I just don't think he's on release to gremlin targets. The game went pretty long and we didn't see one. So if the game went pretty long and we didn't see one, we probably want to be more aggressive ourselves. Alright, if we want to be more aggressive ourselves, what do we want to do? Yeah, we're definitely not playing Lightning Strike, unfortunately. I really just kind of want to sideboard out the Beaumont Couriers, but that's probably wrong. I don't think so. Like it only seems like it works if we're ahead on the board here. If we're behind, it feels like they can kill it too easily. I guess I'm supposed to take out the Scrap Heap Scroungers, but I felt like we didn't have enough creatures last game. So this is why I'm kind of like looking at bringing creatures in. Like there's only 25 creatures. Maybe I cut 2 Heart of Kirans or something. We're going a little bit bigger. I think a lot of this game comes down to is it? I'm not sure if I think it is. Alright, sweet, another mulligan. Alright, we keep this hand. It's not very good, but I think it's a keep. Huh. Definitely putting that on top. But now I'm confused about what my turn 1 play is. I guess my turn 1 play is just going to be Dragon Skull Summit. That way all my lands come into play untapped. And I can play this on curb if he doesn't have the rest. just don't think I want more things like that. I feel like we're going to have to draw something a lot better than those. I wonder if I should have just took out the Toolcraft exemplars in this match. Go ahead and play the Harvester, I think. It's a good chance that he kills the Toolcraft, or sorry, the Veteran Motorist after that. Yeah. Thought there was a good chance this was going to die. Oh, they have a very good draw. Looks like we're going to have to draw, something. I don't know what we're going to have to draw. It's like attacking for double the damage we are, which means we're breaking even every turn. We've got the double unlicensed disintegration in our hand still, which is kind of nice. We don't have another creature at the moment. No argument that I should have used an abrade at the end of this turn, but like I don't really feel like abrading those things are worth it. I will braid the Chupacabra though. And a Gonti, that's not good for us. We're certainly losing the race like this. I feel like we're going to have to draw like land and hazard or something. Still last turn we get to gain any life as well. Definitely wins this race pretty easily. At least he can't equip that. Rip. Cool. Cards we can't really play. It's kind of frustrating to lose this game like this. Massive flood into just a very bad draw and no lands. I don't know how we're this far behind on cards. Kind of feel like I have to block this, but like, I'm still just going to die if I block that. Like, this isn't going to win the game. Oh well. Pretty sure this match is extremely favored for us. Can't imagine Gonti is actually even remotely good enough to bring in this match either. So I feel like we need to be aggressive in this match. So like maybe I can't sideboard out to scrap heaps, but if I can't sideboard out to scrap heaps, what can I sideboard out? The only things that are left are like unlicensed disintegrations and glory bringers. And taking a removal spell that deals 3 damage in a match that I think's a race seems like pretty bad. Like feels like we gotta leave that in. Yeah, we'll keep. Maybe I'm supposed to take out the Beaumont Couriers. They can't really attack in the match. They're not very good at blocking either. It's probably the Beaumont Couriers. I don't think I want either of those. Toolcraft Exemplar doesn't seem like a big enough threat there, but like maybe I could have kept it because I could play it and Scrap Heap next turn. I potentially could have kept it. I was too afraid it was going to be a 1-1 though. It was like, I kind of expected this to die, and then like this just goes to my graveyard if he has a removal spell, and then that seems like really bad for me. That's fair. We actually don't have a black mana in our deck. That seems insane to me, by the way. How can he know we don't have a black mana? That's fair. Put both on the bottom anyway, so I guess it ended up not mattering, but that was a play mistake. He's going to kill the Beaumont Courier now, I guess? Whatever. My hand's bad enough. So I assume we're going to lose this game because there's no basic swamp in the deck. I feel like if he just untaps and plays Scarab God, we can scoop. Of course. Why would you have anything else? Alright. So this seems decent in this match. These seem decent in this match. This seems decent in this match. All of this crap seems decent in this match as well. Things that I don't want. Don't really want a Braids. really want unlicensed disintegrations, or at least not all of them. Have to get rid of 4 more cards? Hazards are never attacking on 4, are they? Just kind of like a bad Chandra. Whatever, I'm gonna take these out too. He's got Gifted Efferborn. He's got Gifted Efferborn. No removal, go. We have some removal. Like, we have like 5 things. I guess I'll keep it, but it seems kind of bad to me. Is every round going to be 1,000 land and no land? Well, he led with a swamp, so that thing's definitely pushed. I think it's a pretty easy keep. It's just an aggravating keep. Alright, maybe he doesn't have a fatal push. Because he let this thing get 3 power for some... Oh no, I guess not. If that thing's on the stack. It's kind of odd. Like the trigger goes on the stack, but you still don't get it? Cool. Three mana counter spells. What are the first things I sideboard out in a match like this? Somebody else that has Gontian versus me? Not sure that this is right. Seems just super odd to me. Like, it seems like it does so little. Like, if we're not missing land drops, it just dies to a Glorybringer and he still gets hit. And the odds of it getting a card that matters seem kind of low. Considering, like, I have almost no removal on my deck. Yeah, like, the best card he got was a Toolcraft Exemplar. How is that worth a card? Why is he killing the 1/1 instead of the 3/1? Oh, it didn't matter which he killed. He had 2 removal spells, or he had a removal spell, so it didn't matter. Cool. Another Gonti. Yeah, this one might hit something. Could hit like a Chandra or something with this one. Maybe a Hazoret and like race me. Not exerting, because give no damns about a Gonti when we have no ground attacking creatures. Yeah, of course. Called that. Definitely called that. Unfortunately, I have to attack it too. I don't really even want to attack it, but I have to. Definitely called that though. Hmm? My opponent is the Lord and Savior. Guess I'll put that on the bottom and this on top. It's one of the few things I can attack with right now. Is he going to blind call the right card with Sorcerer's Spyglass? Nope. Seems like our opponent brought in a ton of marginal cards. That's a 3-turn clock unless he has another removal spell. What's up, Sean? Yeah. And the game's over. Sounds to me like you are a person to get butthurt then. Not that I would ever use that phrasing. I'm just saying it because you said it. Alright, we'll keep. Hand seems good. It's the best hand we've had so far. I will attack because I would trade my Beaumont Courier for the Toolcraft pretty easily. You complain about the sacrilegious statement, but you say that type of statement, which is pretty bad on its own right, in the same sentence. It's kind of odd. Can't have it both ways. Am I supposed to be racing here? I feel like if I'm racing here, I'm losing. I kind of just want to play this one. Hey, Spirit. Hey, Zach. Kind of want to play this one because I could attack with this next turn. Put a Skysaw? That's so much mana. This deals an extra damage this turn, but like, I guess I'm casting Hazard next turn either way. I don't really want either of those. Attack for a third of his life. It's just probably not attacking with this motorist this turn, which was the really odd part. Maybe I am. So I have to equip this one then? Or I can't even attack? What if I should have attacked with the Beaumont Courier here since it was so likely he was going to block with the heart? I just didn't want him to block with this. Wow, I'm a terrible player because I hit F6. Who would have ever expected their opponent to attack a 3-2 into our 4-4 when he was tapped out? Wait. What? If I attack with the heart and he equips there, he just eats my heart for 3 because his heart's a 5-5. Right? Then he just goes down to 7? How does that ensure Hazoret gets there? He's got like multiple blockers in that scenario still. I mean, Hazoret probably gets there either way. I think we want this, these, and this. Don't think we want the Glorybringer? It's like a lot of mana. I think I want these either. Maybe I sideboard out Scrap Heap too often. I'm starting to think I just sideboard out Scrap Heap too often. You're saying that if he takes the 5. Sure. He could have took the 5. Maybe we don't, man. I guess I want something for Hazoret. Is it wrong that I just want to take Heart of Kirin's out? I really just don't want to play this card. If I'm taking all of this out, do I even have enough artifacts for these? Probably not. Cards are bad. I guess we'll keep. Have a removal spell. Kinda missed Apollo too. I feel like me and my opponent are both just going to play like poopy control decks versus each other right now. Like maybe I should have took out all of the one-ofs. Or, sorry, all the 1-drops. They left Scrounger in, so maybe I was supposed to leave Scrounger in? Doomfall. So I guess you're going to take my Pia? Unless you have multiple Doomfalls? Moto at its finest, friends. Moto at its finest. Just Moto things. Kind of want to attack, but I probably need to play defense. Whoops. I meant to hit cancel, but it popped up weird because there's some kind of delay. I was certainly trying to hit cancel. Nice job, Moto, changing the things at the literal second I click. The literal second I click. Good job. This thing can technically block that, I guess? I guess I'll leave up defense for a turn. I assume he's going to at least have one removal spell here. I don't think he'll have two. See, it did it again. It keeps like moving the things right when I'm trying to click. I guess I called his bluff. I'm not sure. Oh, he wants to kill this? Okay. Think I'm willing to discard the land? And the land gives me a better chance of attacking next turn, though. Kinda want to keep the hazard just in case he has a cast out or a binding or something. I guess it doesn't work versus a binding, but... And he has something to play. The Pia would be annoying. That one's not. Deal damage to Chandra? No, sir. It's kind of hard for him to come back from the Hazoret. Might find a creature or something. It's like drawing thin enough that I think that's worth it. Hey, we beat a mirror. I think we drew significantly better than him as well. Alright, 2 more matches to acquire a pity chest. Did not win the right dice roll. Hand's pretty good though. Can't be too upset about this hand. Definitely keeping. A Plains. El Plains Areno. Go get him, Beaumont. Make some love tonight, my friend. Boy. Beaumont o'clock? So, the second white mana. Figure out what we're playing versus now. Adanto. This match cannot be good for me. Just cannot be good for me. I'll put you on the bottom. I'm going to put the Heart of Kirin on top. And pass. Oh, maybe it was worth it to play the Beaumont just to deal 4 damage to him. I'm not sure. My experience, the mana for their deck is like really, really bad, so I'm assuming it's blue-white auras. It may not even be blue-white auras. Looks like it's closer and closer to being that. Kind of an interesting decision this turn. I'm kind of afraid to let this stay in play. But it's another turn I don't get to attack if I don't, and we're definitely racing. Oh. I didn't have a white source in play anyway, so I guess that... Or I didn't have a mountain in play anyway, so I guess, like, that made that easy, but this is probably what I was going to do either way, except I would have played the Beaumont Courier. So this is like definitely a mistake, but I don't know if it matters, because the odds of us needing that extra mana next turn are pretty absurdly low anyway. Guess they're not even that low. Yeah, it was just a mistake. Definitely just a mistake. Playing the Beaumont was just definitely better. I feel like this match is really, really hard. And it gets flying now. First strike and flying, and we can't kill it. That's probably enough to kill us. So in a spot now where we can't block it. Hey, donkey. Not saw you in a while, man. Not really sure what our out is. Yeah, I had a talk with this man. Oh, cool. Another Adonto. Pretty sure we can beat any card but Adonto from his deck, but I don't think we can ever beat Adonto. Is it bad that I kind of want to just attack with a Beaumont Courier for no reason? I just don't think we can ever beat Adonto. I mean, if he has anything that goes with it. It's so good versus decks like ours. You guys notice that the 20 land deck never has mana problems? Just has this land all the time. Just gonna block them both. Kinda have to because this thing does 5 damage again next turn. Oh, cool. What fun. I was hoping to at least deal 4 damage to him here. He's got like a million things in play again next turn. Can't block Vilmal. You'd have to block 3 things. I certainly had mana issues when I played it. I had to mulligan a lot because of 1 land. Alright, well, let's see what we can do sideboard-wise. Nothing, really. These have to be good here, this has to be good here, this has to be good here. I guess this is good here, I guess this is good here. I kinda want these. Like, he kinda goes way too wide for me to think those are any good. So we'll take the Beaumonts out. They're just never attacking. Alright. They don't block, so I guess we'll take them out too. This deck just feels like a weaker mono red. Like a much weaker mono red with more of an awkward mana base. Way too many lands that come into play tapped and like not a very great sideboard plan. Yeah, well we can't keep this hand. I can't keep this hand either. Okay, we'll keep snap bottom since it's not a land. May rage scoop next turn. Yeah, don't think that's a good enough sideboard card here, but whatever. Anything works when we don't have lands. I think they're a favored match anyway. Like, I would expect them to beat us. Do not think this card's very good versus us. All my opponents always get to get this back for 5 mana, which means they have a fourth of the mana in their deck on turn 5. Almost every game that I play versus them. Which is rather amazing if you think about it. Cool. 2 things that I have to kill, and I guess we'll wait another turn. Alright, so I'm not saying Mardu Vehicles is a bad deck, but I definitely don't like this build of it. I think it needs more lower mana removal spells. Only having 3 Abrades before Enlace's Disintegration seems really awkward. The Glorybringer main deck doesn't feel right. The sideboard in general doesn't feel right. Okay, we done. But it feels like we should just be playing mono red. Like the vehicles are good, and they're kind of cool in this format, but it feels like you're just paying way too high of a cost to get the vehicles in your deck. Like, Veteran Motorists and Toolcraft Exemplars just don't seem better than the mono red counterparts. Scrap Heap's kind of cool, but like, you could play mono red and splash black if you wanted Scrap Heap, and that would be fine. And anyways, you get the Harvesters if you want to play mono red anyway. You get the Pias if you want to play mono red. I don't understand the upside of this deck compared to mono red. I mean, it hits a little bit harder versus people who aren't interacting with you, but in this format, you kind of need to be interacted with. You kind of need to interact with people 20. You know, you just have to have that interaction. I don't think there's a reasonable deck that doesn't have early interaction. Blue-White Approach and Blue-White Drakehaven are like the closest two things, and like most people consider them unreasonably bad. Alright, we'll keep here. Like, both of those decks are considered bad, right? But is there another deck that doesn't have early interaction? I can't think of one. Well, this draw was pretty good. Yeah, I think I agree with you, Flame. If we want to play this deck, I think we need to do something in that manner. Don't exactly know what. Just played 5 games, but this entire league's felt like we just wish we were like mono red. Or like red black with a splash or something. Guess I play Harvester here. Could have played around Censor, but I feel like when you play around Censor, you're just giving them a chance to draw Supreme Wills and Disallows and stuff. I feel like versus all these blue-red matches, or blue-white decks, I don't know whether he's playing Drakes, I don't know if he's playing just a straight control deck, I don't know whether he's playing a 40, but it feels like every one of those decks are just favored versus you. What do you think the upside is to playing the Mardu cards over the mono red cards? I guess I'm just attacking in. Nah, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm just attacking with these two and being really, really sad soon. I'm gonna go ahead and play the motorist as well. Hey, P. Sams, what's up, man? Gonna play our land first, so at least we can't get Supreme Willed, even though we're probably just gonna get fumigated. Guess I don't really want either of these. Just kind of like looking for a hazard or something. Sacrifice target artifact. You can't block. What dumpy sideboard cards are you interested in testing? I can't actually buy that guy back yet. Doesn't every deck just have a way to kill it? Grab the red mana. Be really sad that we can't even buy this thing back. I guess I could have used an License Disintegration, but I guess I'll keep that thing. Nothing else that gives me something I can sack. Let's see what we got going on here. Mono red, a bunch of loose ones. I'll pull it up on screen so people can like make fun of you with me. All those cards seem fine. The only thing that's even remotely odd to me is the Vance. I think the card's fine. It probably won't make your final cut, but I still think it's fine. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and play my land. I don't know. We could draw a hazard at some point. I should have played it. I'm probably sacking the Beaumont post-combat regardless. Maybe every deck has a way to kill you. Yeah, I should have played it. So at this point, I think that they're just playing blue-white approach. Here's a tip to anybody that's in chat: never play this card in blue-white approach. You want as few of your lands as possible to come into play tapped, and this doesn't actually help your mana. Profane Procession is an interesting card. How many burn spells do you have in this build? You have 4, 8, 10. What the heck's the difference? Why do I not see the difference off the top of my head? I'm trying to compare this deck to the builds I've played, and I'm not good enough or not intelligent enough to figure out our big difference. Oh, the 4 invigorated rampages are the big difference. Yeah, I think it's okay. Like, it's probably not as good as Chandra, and it probably shows up because people can't afford Chandra. That would be just a stone guess. The invigorated rampage is something I've really wanted to try. The big thing that's kept me from playing invigorated rampage is, like, I don't want to play Glorybringer if I'm playing rampage. And I don't want to play rampage if I have more than like 22-ish lands. And like, I really like Glorybringer at the moment. That's the big thing that's kept me from trying rampage. I probably could not afford to buy them. Like, I could probably swing it, but I'd probably hate myself for swinging it. I have to assume we're dead soon. Greenbelt Solemnity? I'm not sure what that is, man. Has he not hit anything yet? It's just another Essence Scatter? I guess I can't F6 because he could have Torrential Gearhulk. And if he's got Torrential Gearhulk, we're going to slap him. That's going to be El Wonderisso. You're not a Torrential Gearhulk. I guess I kill it. At some point, we'll draw another creature and want it back, right? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't want to play Glorybringers without more than 22 lands, and I don't really want to play Invigorated Rampages with that many lands. What? Fine, I'll play one. So I guess we're just dead here. Again, that doesn't seem like a deck to me. Maybe I don't understand what the cards exactly do. So we're kind of dead here. Any Cycler and we die on our next turn. Alright. Got us. Alright, so we definitely want these. We definitely want these. We definitely want this, and we definitely want this just because it has haste. Cards that I don't really want. I don't really want these, and I don't really want these. Could bring in the cast out, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, I definitely want to try Rampagers. I think the blue-white Path of Metal decks is pretty nice. I've been getting paired versus mono-red decks that had all 4 of the little pinger dude in them, too. It's just kind of interesting. Alright, well, this is the type of draw that we need to win this match. Whether we win this game or not, to be seen, but like definitely a 3 attacking for 4 power on turn 2's where we want. Engraph is kind of interesting. Like, I really like that card. I kind of wish we had some versions of it in here. Attacking for 4 damage on turn 2 is fun. Oh, wow. That's the 5-0 list from the other day, then. I saw that myself. Me and my friend were like, what? No? I don't want to play that one. I want to play this one, I think. I'd rather play this one. JJ, that's insane, man. You can't keep doing that, JJ. It's too much money, man. It's way too much money, but thank you so very much. Jesus. That's definitely too much. Um, could just pump one of these things twice. Seems better than casting a random card here. Feels like he has to have settled wreckage next turn anyway. Or he's just kind of like dead, so. I highly appreciate that, JJ. That's definitely insane, though. How does this deck handle the metal deck? Probably very, very badly. Wait, I gotta look at the mono red deck that doesn't have 4 hazards in it. Alright, cool. So he didn't have the dude. 1 Pia, 1 Glorybringer, 2 Karizevs. 2 Harvesters in the main deck. All utility lands, no Sunscorched Deserts. It's kind of an interesting list. Alright. I think I'm just going to run this back. Tell my opponent not to concede because I don't want to knock him out of prize support when we already can't get any prize support. Just finishing the match off for the stream, you know. I was going to play the Commander Challenge today, but I didn't get home in time. A little salty about that, but it's okay. Well, we definitely have to mulligan here. I'll keep this on the draw with the new scry rule. I probably wouldn't keep this without the scry rule. If we don't hit the land, at least it's not going to matter. We are definitely in a comp league, yes. Red Rover, send us a land on over. Wah, 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 wah. Alright, so at least it's probably not going to matter. Hey, it's the new scry rule for me. I've played Magic since 1993. I probably called the Paris Mulligan pretty much up until the new scry rule. Gideon intervention. Oh, God. No. We'll never know. You can't look on Moto. You're unable to check that on the old Moto. Guess we could draw our entire deck and then we would know. I'm just playing this one. Whatever it is, I assume it's dead. And by dead, I mean in my graveyard. Guess we could always just sack the Beaumont and look right now. Fair enough. You can definitely make fun of me for anything. Not that anybody cares, but my feet are incredibly soft today. Go speed Beaumont, you can do it. If we come back and win this game, by the way, I'll smile. Get him, Beaumont. Come on, let me attack. Whee! Hope we draw a tapped land so I can just get real mad about it, like a Cannon Sleuth or something. If we draw a Cannon Sleuth next turn, I might cycle it out of spite. Guess I'm gonna play the... I'll play the Scrap Heap, I guess. Whatever it is, I assume it's going away. Could have played around a second sensor, but I don't really feel like we can just... Can't really play around anything right now and still win, I don't think. Still got all the spells. Nice. I can press F6 if I cast it now. I still lost. That's my world, man. You get out of here. We'll keep you. I ain't keeping no coming to play tap lands because I'm being too emo. I guess I could have attacked first just in case he settled, but... Kinda surprised he settled? So I lost my scry value, but we got our land either way. Could have had 4 land the other way. At this point, I'm honestly not remotely focused. I don't know if it's the fact that we can't prize or that we were like stuck on lands for so long, but yeah, my focus is pretty lackluster at the moment. Which definitely sucks for the viewing experience, so I'm going to try to tighten up. Goblin King? Top 8 at an old school PTQ with one of those. Guess I'm going to play you first, because I'd rather you get censored least of the 2. Nice and all. Have you added any new cards in it? Killed my black mana. We got a Scrap Heap Scrounger in our graveyard. It's the second time I've wanted a swamp in our deck, by the way. Is our opponent going to 20 life? Our opponent doesn't appear to be going to 20 life. In before we get settled? Whatever. In before we get settled. That's just the wrong button altogether. At least if we get settled, we can't get, we can't get Supreme Willed. Yeah, that Moment of Craving card's actually pretty good. I mean, fine. I'll hold one back, I guess. I feel like it's a pretty easy settle, so holding one back seems fine. We didn't have an approach. It has one now. Yeah, well, looks like we have some turns then. Unless he just top decks one. Get to deal more damage if I just tick up Deshandra. But I'm going to play the Heart and the Scrap Heap. We've been settled twice. But we know he very unlikely doesn't have the approach. Does he have another settle? And if he does have another settle, can we even play around it? I guess we could play around it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can attack for 12 without putting the Heart of Kirin in combat. Seems kind of fun. It also is just an attack with the Heart of Kirin too, not worry about it. I don't want to remove a loyalty counter. Oh, crew 3. Gotcha. Clicked the wrong one. I was kind of confused. I guess we're just going to attack with them all. That way we can still try to ultimate Chandra. Still have like 3 damage behind next turn. Whatever. If he's got a third settle, he's got a third settle. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Go ahead and throw the 12 on the Fopter. Oh, he's got another settle. Oh, and he's got a Torrential Gearhulk in a settle. That's even worse. No! Alright, well, I guess we'll sacrifice this thing to itself. Doesn't really matter what I do with the rest of them. Play this thing. Alright, we know he's 5 cards down now. Ixalan's binding for Deshandra, so we basically have no out now. I mean, it's not entirely true. Like, this thing can still just win in a couple of combats. That's a Hazoret. Does Hazoret really change the clock? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So 1, 2, 3. So this is a 3-turn clock like this. I think I'm just gonna play this thing. Attack with all of those as well. If he blocks this, he's taking an extra 5 damage. And then we put him through the same ringer next turn. Didn't want to attack with the Pia because we might be able to pump the Thopter for the win next turn. Depending on what he does this turn. So we now know it's 4 cards down. There's a Regal Caracol. Can't stop, won't stop. Alright. Buy back one of these, I guess. I didn't pump the Thopter this turn because I was going to buy back the Scrap Heap Scrounger if he didn't have a cat. Like, we used all of our mana. So what's this thing do? Exile another creature, can't be blocked. So if we sack this and make that not block, buy it back, sack it again, make that not block, attack with a Maul, he blocks this, he takes 2, 3, 4. That's not enough? Alright. Looks like we're just going to the sky again. Maybe we can do something like that next turn? Next turn we have a lot of attacking. All he has to really do is brick one turn. I think we can get there from here. So we know he's 3 cards down after this turn. He can just draw an approach at any time and win. So argument that maybe I wasn't supposed to pump that last time because we could have bought a Scrap Heap Scrounger back had he drawn a Fumigate. It's 3 block, there's no reason not to. So he goes to 7. So 5. Attack for way more than 7 in there. Hey, well, Tapped Out Net hosted us with 123 viewers. Also, thank you, MTG Mare, for the follow. Appreciate that, Tapped Out. Thank you so much, man. I don't think it was last turn, but I think there's a good chance that it is this turn. Let's just look at his hand and see what he's got going on before we make any decisions. have like a lot of different options this turn. And it's a cast out. So we definitely can sack that and make like the cat not block. Yeah, so what do we do here? Sacrifice target artifact. Choose target creature. So that thing can't block. And then we just make these two not block as well, and we can attack for lethal. Choose target creature. You can't block. Sack you. And yep, that's what we're working on, Sam's. We're just real slow at it. Yep, that's what we're working on. We're just real slow at it. So he can't block. How do we win this game? Alright, well anyway, for those who don't know, we're conceding to him because we can no longer prize this league, and we were only playing this round to for the stream. But yeah, we managed to get that win. That was pretty lucky. We were stuck on lands for absolutely ever. Approach is bad, that's how. Come on, Sams. Alright, so we didn't have a very good league. We beat a mirror match and we beat an approach deck, and we like lost to a mono black aggro deck. We lost to a blue black control deck, and I don't even know what the other match we lost to. So we ended up 2-3 in actual gameplay, but like I said, we conceded the last round. I don't remember what this guy was. He crushed us pretty hard though. Oh, sure. He was blue-white auras. I did not like the build of, well, crap, that doesn't show the whole build. I didn't like the build of the deck we played today. It didn't feel super good. The sideboard felt awkward. The Glorybringer in the main deck felt awkward. It didn't feel like we had enough early removal spells. And like the removal we did have cost 2 and 3 mana, so there wasn't that many turns to where we like got to play a Toolcraft Exemplar and a removal spell, or like a Heart of Kirin and a removal spell. We just didn't get a lot of those turns where you get to play 2 spells in a turn. And I think that's a pretty key thing when it comes to like playing these aggro decks. Like you really need to like utilize your mana, and you need to be able to do more than just like I have 3 mana. I'm going to spend 2 of it on a Heart of Kirin and 1 of it on nothing. Like I don't think that's a very successful way to play aggro in this format. Dear God, he got ranched. Have you seen the most recent Mardu list? I think that's what we're playing, isn't it? Or was there one since then? I feel like that's what we were playing. Oh no, apparently there was one today. Let's check it out. The one from today. Back to the Walking Ballista days. Wow. Real old school on this one. Seems like he has the same complaints of this deck as I do the other deck, though. Like the mana's all like 2 to 4. I do think the Walking Ballistas are really good. It seems like it's a little bit more aggressive. No Balmont Carrier is kind of weird. Angraph seems really sweet. Oh god, I got blown out at my last paper PPTQ by Settle the Wreckage out of the sideboard. Who else is people we know? Maybe we should have checked like some of the SCG events. See, like this one makes more sense to me. Well, that card's clearly like not actually in the deck. Like, see, he actually has a couple 2 mana removal spells here. And he's like not maxed out on some of the mediocre cards. Now, this deck makes a lot more sense to me. Should have played something like this, I think. Who else played these decks? the only guy I recognize. What do the other lists look like? Again, you know, had some 1-mana removal spells and lightning strikes. Like, this is the things that I felt like we were missing the entire time we played that event. The sideboard feels better as well. Again, settled wreckages. Cards like that would have been really good today. He doesn't have them, but... What's the WB? Oh, Walking Ballista. Gotcha. Yeah, like every one of these Mardu lists that we were looking from SCG had some lightning strikes. It just felt like it. Thank you, Zach, for the follow. That's going to do it for us today, though. I'm going to try to make it to a paper Magic tournament if I'm able to get a deck in time. So we have to hop off here. I highly appreciate the 2,700 bits, JJ. I appreciate the new follows. Thank you for the massive host tapped out. And let's see who's playing standard to host, because you got to keep throwing the viewers to somebody else. It doesn't look like a whole lot of people are on limited. Green, red, ramp ascend. That's interesting. Not really seeing anybody playing standard. Standard Merfolk. Alright, I'm a big Merfolk fan, so we're going to host the standard Merfolk guy. Go give him some love. He's only got 3 viewers right now, but he's playing Merfolk, and that's enough for me. Take care, everybody, and thank you guys for stopping by.